Hello, ladies. It's Rosetta, and I'm coming to you for day 2 of Launch Your Business Week. I am so excited to be here with you today. I had to get my lighting right. So please excuse my lighting today. I don't know what's going on, but I am delighted to be here and see who's going to join me. So when you jump on, please post your where you're watching from. I want to know where in the world you are watching from. This is my last few days here in Honolulu. I am going to be flying out on Friday to go to LA, and then I will be going to Dubai to meet with my mentor, and I'm excited. So I am one traveling happy black woman, and I'm excited to spend my last few days here hanging out with my friends. We're going out to dinner tonight, so hence the lipstick. Hey Tiana. Hey Deanna, hey Lorraine, hey Vera, welcome back ladies. I've seen some of you yesterday. So if you want to tag a friend, because today's going to be juicy. Today's topic is money. Money, 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 money. And specifically the 10 different location independent income streams you can use to fund your dream lifestyle. The top 10, in my opinion, location independent income streams to fund your dream lifestyle. This is the answer to how do you pay for all the things that you desire. Yesterday, we talked about mindset and being so super clear on your vision. And part of that vision may be that you want to buy your dream home or travel around the world or put your kids in private school or buy a new car or give to your favorite charity. And all of that requires dollar bills. And you will wonder, where's the money going to come from? What kind of services or products can I offer that are going to make me that type of money where I can quit my job and be able to live and work from anywhere in the world? Hey Parker, hey Danny, hey Sadrina, hey Vera. I'm not the my eyes are not the best, so pardon me if I get your name wrong. I'm actually going to make sure that we are showing up on my main Facebook page. You guys found me, so obviously it is here, and I'm going to share it to my group. So hold on one second. I'm going to share that we are live. We are live to my group. Okay, I am on my page. I can see that I am live, and so I'm just going to share it to the Happy Black Woman Facebook group. If you are not in the Happy Black Woman Tribe Facebook group, you can search for Happy Black Woman Tribe and request access, or you can just go to happyblackwomantribe.com and you can join us in our private Facebook group. So, hey Karen, hey Agnes. Nice to see you ladies here live on the live stream, and those of you watching the replay, #replay, so I know that you're watching the replay or where you're watching from. So I love seeing where you guys are from all over the world. Hey Glenda, what's up girl? So today's topic is money, 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 and it is important to talk about money as you talk about creating your dream lifestyle, because it's all well and good when you write these things down, but when you start to figure out, how do I turn this into reality? Like, how can I really get what I want? Because I need physical dollars in my bank account to make this happen. So I am not one of those mentors, coaches, trainers, teachers who just tells you to sit and meditate on your desires and they will appear. I am going to teach you exactly where the money can come from so you can decide which income streams you're going to create in your life. Hey Jacqueline, hey Natasha, what's up Anika? So I'm going to cover 10 of them, and you may want to take some notes on this if you haven't heard me speak about it before. And I'll be taking your questions. I had a great time answering questions yesterday, and I know even the replay watchers got value from listening to my answers to other people's questions. I actually had a group coaching call today, and we went 2 hours on questions, and it was an incredible call. So have notes, have your notebook, your pen if you want to take notes on it. So I want to let you know that this Launch Your Business 3-day live stream event series is all in promotion of our Launch Your Business Live 3-day bootcamp happening April 6th through the 8th in Atlanta. So if you want more of this training, if you want more of this energy, if you want more Black Girl Magic, then I recommend you get yourself registered with our 70% off early bird that will be ending in just a few days by going to launchyourbusinesslive.com. That's launchyourbusinesslive.com. And the link is also in the description for this video. Hey Charmaine, hey Bridget, hey Dee Dee. Thank you for joining me, ladies. Tag a friend if you think they need to learn more about making money in their business, because that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I also will be happy to answer any questions you have about the live event in Atlanta. It's a 3-day business conference for Black women, happy Black women. And our theme this year is monetize your magic. So we're going to go deep. We have an entire day dedicated to monetization. So you're going to get what you need when you come to Atlanta and work with me in person. And ladies, typically the ticket is $997, but with 70% off, you're paying $297. Like, there's no way I can make it any easier for you to come and learn with me and network with some incredible women for 3 entire days. And your ticket includes a networking reception and our I Love the 80s dance party. So it's going to be fun. Okay. Hey, Raina. Hey, Kanji. All right. So let me get right into it. So in my experience and in my business life, I've been in business for 10 years. Happy Black Woman is my second business. My first business was a nonprofit consulting and along the way, I have had multiple income streams. I have made money in lots of different ways, 10 ways to be exact, and I want to let you know what those are, because when you talk about building a location independent business that you can run online, it can feel very mysterious. Like, how are these people making this money to be able to work on their laptop on the beach? How is that happening? Is this a scam? Is this MLM? I have never done MLM and I never will. So if you're offended by that, I don't know what to say. But in my opinion, the only reliable revenue is the money that you make yourself with your own business, with your own brand, and you ain't got to have no upline, downline, side to sideline. It's all you. So I don't teach MLM. For those of you just meeting me, I teach you how to take your passion, your expertise, your experience, and your skills and turn it into a product or a service that your ideal clients will love. All right? It ain't about recruiting nobody. It's about selling directly to your clients and customers. That is how I've made my money over and over again over the past 10 years. So, you guys ready for the 10 ways to get paid to do what you love? You can tell I'm hyped up because I'm going out to eat tonight and food makes me really happy. Being with you guys makes me happy too. Working with my clients makes me happy. So I'm like triple happy today. Like, I am super happy Black woman today. I don't know if y'all was ready for it, but I'm going to try to tone it down. I also had coffee, so I got 4. I'm quadruple happy because I had caffeine too. Hey Lori, hey Thee. All right, so I want to know, number one, what are the questions that you have about making money doing what you love? And I may be able to address some of those as I go through some of these income streams. So hey Tomika. Tamika says, I'm making a decision to come up with the funds, that the funds will show up. They will. They always do when you are fully committed. So, income stream number 1. I'm going to go through them 1 through 10 and answer your questions along the way, and I may have a few moments at the end as well. So, income stream number 1 is freelancing. Freelancing is the easiest income stream to get started with making money because it really relies on your skills. So we all have skills. You all have something that you do on the side, whether it's doing resumes or it's doing hair or planning events, and you planned your cousin's wedding and you helped out with, so-and-so's baby shower, and you did your auntie's birthday party. Like, those are all skills that you can monetize as a freelancer. A freelancer just charges money for services, for skill-based services. So your photographer is a freelancer. Your hairdresser is a freelancer. She just charges you money for the services that she's providing, and you are paying for that, that privilege to have those services rendered. So if you have any type of skill, you can monetize it. And the problem with many Black women in our tribe that I see struggling is that you are doing so much of this stuff for free or so super low cost. Like, I had a client who came to me because she was making cakes for people and she was using all these high quality ingredients, but she was charging like less than the price of a Walmart cake. And that's not going to make you any money. She was actually losing money with every cake that she made for people. And she was doing like wedding cakes, y'all. So when you're using your skills, you have to charge appropriately for them, which is one of the things that we go over at the event to help you get clear on what your prices should be. But the first thing you need to get clear on is, what is it that you are going to sell? Which income stream are you going to focus on when it comes to building your location independent business? And that means, by the way, a business you can run from anywhere in the world, because you can run it online. You don't have to be physically in a certain city. You don't have a brick and mortar store that you pay rent on. Your store is online and your business is global because of that. So freelancing is the first income stream, and it's the easiest one for people to get started with. In my 10 years in business, I have been a freelance writer. That was one of the things that I did as freelance. So that's another way you can do it. I had a column that I would write, and they paid me $1,000 a month for that. So that was a nice chunk of money as I was building my business, along with the other things that I did, which I will talk about. So that's just one income stream. This is what I mean by when I say you're sitting on a gold mine. So I say to people all the time, like, if you are complaining about not having enough money to do what you want to do, it's your fault. Because if you're on this live stream, you have some type of computer, some type of phone, some type of device that you can use to make you money. And if you're not leveraging that, if you're not monetizing your magic, then it's your fault. And it's time for you to step up and step into your power and get everything out of your head and into a package that you can sell. So that could be a freelancing package that you start to charge people for those services. All right. So the income stream number 2 is, you guys know what it is? I should make you guys guess, but there's a lag time, so that would take forever. So income stream number 2 is consulting. So consulting is where you provide expertise in a certain area that you have a specialty in, or you provide hands-on support in that area. And consulting is typically a very high paying service because you're providing high level expertise. So this is for those of you who have multiple years of experience in a certain industry, you have specific expertise in a certain area, you have that master's, that PhD, that certification, whatever, like you have a just special level of expertise. You don't have to have a degree to be a consultant. You don't have a degree to do any of this stuff. You can be a high school graduate or GED. It doesn't matter. What matters is, can you provide value to your client? So if you have 20 years of experience in customer service, you can be a customer service consultant, and you can go and help companies improve their customer service. And that is one of the ways that you can make money doing something you enjoy doing it anyway. You probably already do free trainings at your job. If you have a level of expertise, it's probably already being utilized in a way that you can monetize. So the first way that I started to make money after I quit my job, as I was building my business, and once I quit my job after 2 years of building my business on the side, was consulting. And I basically just did the same thing I was doing in my job for other organizations. And so it's a very low hanging fruit for some of you who do trainings at work and you consult with different departments at work. You can do that for other companies and just charge them money and collect your check, right? Thank you, Sherry, for putting the notes in the chat. I appreciate it. So if you have a level of expertise, that is really what you can offer in terms of your first income stream. The thing about consulting is that typically the fees are quite high and they hire you for a specific amount of time. So you'll get recurring revenue for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years. So my first few contracts I had when I left my job, I think I had a $15,000 contract, I had a $30,000 contract, and I felt really secure because I had those contracts in place. So when you're a consultant, what you want to go after are long-term contracts. Long-term contracts. People ask me all the time, if I quit my job, how am I going to pay my mortgage? With your checks from your contract. Like it's not this big complicated thing. You're going to negotiate and you're going to make sure that you get taken care of. Just because you are, a business owner doesn't mean that you need to be just getting paid whenever people feel like paying you. You sign a contract. All right, so that's number 2, consulting. So I was a nonprofit consultant in my first business. Income stream number 3 is speaking. A lot of you want to be a professional speaker. You want to motivate people and inspire people and help transform people's lives. And you can do that on conference stages. You can speak at large conferences, workshops. And when I say speaking, I'm really talking more so about the larger conferences because they have the budget to bring in speakers who have a certain expertise or a certain subject matter that they talk about. And that's how I started. That was my first income stream, actually, was speaking. Hey, Teresa. So speaking is really when people hire you to come and be like the keynote for a conference or a retreat or an event or something like that. Or you can be the opening plenary or the closing plenary, or you can be a breakout speaker or a workshop leader. All of that falls under speaking. And it blew me away when I first started getting paid to speak that someone would write a check to little old Rosetta, just to stand on stage and share my story and my expertise and, my passion for what I was talking about. And it happened over and over and over again until I was speaking all over the country and I had to use my vacation time to go and speak in Denver and DC and Atlanta and Omaha, Nebraska even. I spoke all over the country, and what I've learned is that as Black women, we underestimate our story all the time. There are people who want to hear it. We underestimate our expertise all the time. We take it for granted because it's part of us. It's part of our Black girl magic. But I'm here to help you monetize it. So it's so good. I think it's Solange, has a song on her album called, I have so much Black girl magic. I got so much you can have it. We give it away for free, but you need to stop speaking everywhere for free and start charging some of these places who invite you to come in because it's valuable. If it wasn't valuable, why would they ask you to come and speak in the first place? Right? So all you have to do is start asking for money. So that's a tip that you can take all the way to the bank, ladies. All right. So speaking is another one. So a lot of the ladies who come to our live Launch Your Business Bootcamp are speakers and they're in that field. So it's really great to network with women who are on the same path as you, and you're not trying to look around and see who in your circle has done what you want to do, because there are a lot of people who have gotten paid as freelancers and consultants and speakers already, and they're coming to learn more, and they're coming to get better, and they're coming to deepen their knowledge and their network. So that's another reason for you to come to Launch Your Business in Atlanta, so you don't have to keep wondering where your colleagues are. They're all there. They're all using these 10 different income streams. So, number 4. You ready for number 4? Dee Dee says, how did you cultivate the sources to consult? So that's called marketing, Dee Dee. And marketing is very, very important. And most Black women do not market themselves enough because they are afraid to put themselves out there for various reasons. So I talk about that. We do a whole day on marketing at the Launch Your Business Live event in Atlanta. It would be really beneficial for you to come if you know that's something that you struggle with. We're going to have some amazing marketing strategies to share with you, and simple and low cost as well. So, and tomorrow I'll be sharing a few tips about marketing as well. All right. So if you're just joining in, I just covered income streams number 1 through 3. Number 1 is freelancing. Number 2 is consulting. Number 3 is speaking. And number 4 is training. Training is something that a lot of people don't talk about because they get so focused on speaking, getting the keynote and all that, and they get discouraged when they don't get the keynotes. There's more than one way to make money with speaking, and one of those is training. So training is where you are not necessarily speaking at a conference, but you are speaking to someone's specific staff, their board, their trustees, their members, and it may be a smaller group, maybe not. But when you go into an organization and speak on a certain topic and train them, it's typically going a little deeper, a little more specific. A keynote is really broad. A training is very specific. And so you can make some great money with training, especially if you get a training contract for 3-6 months, a year. Okay, hey Octavia, hey Jacqueline, nice to see you. From Phoenix, Tacoma, Washington. Okay, we got some West Coast ladies on here. So that's number 4 is training. If you are a speaker, you would likely want to include some training as well. So I did lots of training, especially in DC, New York. Organizations saw me speak at conferences, and then they're like, hey, we want you to come and do that for our specific staff or our specific group. Can you come and do that? And I'm like, sure, here's my invoice, right? So that's how it works. Simple, simple, simple. That's income stream number 4. Income stream number 5. Number 5 is coaching and mentoring. Coaching and mentoring. That's income stream number 5. And so many of you are doing this already for free. You're already coaching. You're already mentoring people for free. You're already giving away this valuable advice to people on a one-on-one basis, but you're just not charging money for it. So here is a common misconception that a lot of women have, that they need to have a certification to be a coach. And the answer is no. That's not true. I have been coaching for 10 years now. I've been coaching nonprofit leaders, CEOs, up and coming CEOs, entrepreneurs, moms, singles. Like I've even coached some men too. So I've been coaching for 10 years and I never got a certification. I'm just now in a process of getting certified, but that didn't stop me from making money at all. None of my clients ever asked me, was I certified? Because they knew I could help them. They knew that I was the coach for them. I didn't need some letters behind my name, and you don't either. You can. It's helpful to get training and stuff like that. I'm not knocking it, but you don't need to hold yourself back from becoming a coach or a mentor because you're not certified. You don't need validation to share your gift. You don't need permission to give your blessing to the world. You don't need somebody else's confirmation to walk in your purpose. So don't let that hold you back, right? So coaching is a growing industry because so many people are looking online for advice. And guidance, and coaches provide that, as well as mentors. The difference between a coach and a mentor is that a coach helps you get from where you are to where you want to be through a process of partnership, and help you find your own answers and help you think with a different perspective. Mentors just walk you through the process they took. They kind of help you to walk in their footsteps and achieve the success that they have achieved. So I play both roles. I play a coach role and sometimes I play the mentor role. Like right now, I'm more playing a mentor role with you all in this context because I'm telling you what I did. I made money with these different ways and here's how I did it. And if you want to follow my footsteps, come learn more with me. Come to Atlanta. I'm going to break it down even further, right? So that's more on the mentoring side. And then when I work with private clients or my group programs, it's more coaching because it's one-on-one. People come on and typically it's more of a coaching conversation. So you can do both. I love both. And you can make money with both. Some common types of coaching are health coaching, relationship coaching, business coaching, life coaching, and career coaching. Those are like the top 5 types of coaching and mentoring. So career coaching, life coaching, business coaching, relationship coaching. I feel like I missed one, but I said I'm just repeating them. So Karen says, how do people find you for these income streams? Marketing. That's the whole point of marketing, so people can find you. So we're going to talk a little bit about marketing tomorrow, but you need an entire marketing plan. So that's why we spend a whole day on marketing at Launch Your Business Live in Atlanta, because you need an entire plan for this. You don't just go and make some posts on Facebook and get a $15,000 consulting contract. That's not how it works. And I ain't going to be the one to lie to you and say that it does, right? I want to take you through the entire process. I have a step-by-step process that I take you through from step 1 to step 7 to really launch a business and start getting clients. It's very important that you learn the whole process. And, I'm glad that you're here, but if you're asking that question, it just shows that you need the step-by-step process, because everyone who's in business knows that marketing is how you get clients. So hopefully I'll see you in Atlanta. So income stream number 5, coaching and mentoring is a really booming industry. You don't need a certification, but you do need to have the passion for helping people in that way, right? Okay, Karen says, I'm Atlanta and I will be there. Yes, lady, bring your notebook. You're going to be taking a lot of notes. We are going to be really dropping a lot of knowledge with you. And my intention is to make the experience worth way more than what you pay. That is my intention for all my programs. So you're going to get a lot out of it. Okay, so again, for those of you who are just jumping on, I'm referencing my Launch Your Business Live event in Atlanta. We are doing a 70% off promotion right now, and you can go to launchyourbusinesslive.com and get yourself registered. But I wanted to hear in the comments which of these first 5 income streams are of most interest to you. Which one resonates with you the most? Is it freelancing? Is it consulting? Is it speaking? Is it training? Or is it coaching and mentoring? Which ones resonate the most with you? Type to me in the chat. Let me know. Which of these income streams resonate the most with you? I will say that along your journey as an entrepreneur, you will eventually have multiple income streams, right? You can't ever depend on just one income stream. You need to start with one, though. You have to start with one. I started with speaking, and then I grew from there. You don't need to be trying to do all 10 at one time. That is a recipe for failure. Okay? All right, I see Celia said consulting. Octavia said consulting and coaching. Karen says mentoring and coaching. Natasha says mentoring. Anika says freelancing, consulting, and speaking. Awesome. You guys are on it. Okay, good work. All right, this is interactive. I love it. Love to see you guys getting ideas. And we still got 5 more income streams to talk about. So for those of you who are watching the replay, I still want to know your responses too. So type your responses in. I love getting to know you guys more and what you are interested in. Okay. All right. So for the second 5 income streams, let me tell you how I break it down. So the first 5 income streams are the ones that typically command the higher pricing because of the value, the perceived value of those types of services, and the fact that in all of them you're providing, you know, a large amount of value to either a large number of people or a very intimate type of value working one-on-one as a coach or a mentor. So the first 5 income streams are really what I call like quit your job money income streams. like if you want to quit your job money, you know, you're not going to do it with you know, a book. You know, like books are so low cost, you can't really quit your job with that kind of money. So I'm going to give you the second 5, but these second 5 income streams take a little bit longer to cultivate typically because they're lower cost and they require more people to invest in them. And we'll go deeper on this in Atlanta because we got a lot to talk about. All right, so the second 5, I'll start with number 6. So number 6 is live events and retreats. Live events and retreats. I obviously do a lot of these. We have some amazing events every year. Last year, I think we did like 12 events around the world. So you can get paid to host events and workshops and retreats all over the world. And I love doing that. We started doing international retreats a couple years ago. We've been to Mexico, Paris, Morocco. We are going to Santorini, Greece this year. It's been amazing. Hawaii. So it is incredible just how people will pay you to learn from you in a really beautiful location. We also do like 3-day conferences like the one in Atlanta, and we make money when people pay their registration fees from sponsors, from different kind of things like that. You can start off in your local area, right? My first workshop live event was in DC where I was living, and people loved it. And I was like, okay, y'all want more events? I'm gonna do more events. So you will learn throughout the process what your people want, but live events and retreats, workshops, they are powerful. They really provide a high level of transformation in a very short period of time. So with that though, obviously you can't just do a live event for one person. So you need a little bit of an audience, and that's what marketing will help you do. Marketing will help you create clients in any of these income streams. But if nobody knows who you are, you don't have a brand, you don't have a following, you don't have people showing up for your live streams, then you need to do more marketing, and it takes time, right? But if you don't start now, you'll never get to where you want to be, right? So thank you again, Sherry, for posting the notes in here of the different income streams. So number 6 is live events, workshops, and retreats. You get paid from each ticket sale that comes in, and you can also have sponsors for your event. You can sell different things there too, but you know, you do want to also make money off your ticket sales. So income stream number 7 is online courses and workshops. So I do a lot of online courses and workshops. I'm trying to remember. I think my first paid online workshop was in 2009. I think I charged like $27 or $40 or something, where I did like a 90-minute webinar, a career webinar, I believe. So, and it was well attended, and it got me to realize that everyone can't always travel, right? So if you offer different ways that people can learn from you, you'll get some people signing up for your online stuff, some people signing up for your in-person stuff. And I really love teaching online. This is for you if you are always teaching people to do stuff, like you're a natural teacher. If you're a natural teacher, online courses and workshops may be right for you, many of you already, like I said, do trainings at work. You can turn the training that you do at work into an online workshop and charge people money for it. How's that? How is that? Right? Some of you may already be speaking, and you just need to turn your speech into an online workshop. I've done that before. Like, I have gotten paid for so many different online, I've done so many different online trainings. I love teaching, so you probably can tell. I get really excited ever since I was 13, ever since I was a little girl, and I had my Coke bottle glasses, like literally my Coke bottle. They were so thick. My glasses still now are thick, but they're not as thick as they were back then. They're a little bit more, I pay more for my glasses now. But I was sitting there with my big glasses saying, I'm going to be a teacher. And I just didn't know the possibilities. I didn't know that I didn't have to teach elementary school, which I realized I didn't want to do, or high school. I was an adjunct professor for a little while, but I learned that my passion for teaching can go in any setting. So if you are like a teacher now, like you teach high school, you teach whatever, you can do this. If you teach at your job, you can do this. If you teach at your church, come on now, you teach at your church, you can put that same content, that same workshop into an online format, all right? So don't tell me you don't have anything to teach. You are always, those of us who like to help people, we typically have something to teach. We have something to share, right? And people buy online courses for a lot of different things. They buy courses on knitting. They buy courses on how to bake a gluten-free cake. Like, you can teach on anything. It could be helping people with their career. It could be helping people with their health. It could be helping people with so many different things. And you don't have to hold yourself back because there's so much opportunity out there. Just because somebody else is teaching what you're teaching, so what? That means there's a good market for it, right? So I make a lot of my revenue from online courses and workshops because I love to teach, and I teach all the time. So I'm always making money because I'm always putting on workshops and selling online programs. So you can do that too. You can do that too. All right. So Jacqueline says, I've written curriculum and led workshops, but not sure how to translate that into online courses. Girl, if you have a PowerPoint presentation, you put that thing on some Zoom, or you put that thing on Instant Teleseminar or whatever. There's so many platforms. Just pick one. It doesn't matter which one, but you put the same PowerPoint presentation on an online platform, and then you just teach like you would be teaching in person. That's how I've always done it, So, and you don't even need PowerPoint now because you can do it on video. Like, I can teach you a whole workshop now on video, and I could just tell you how to take notes, and if it's something that your audience wants, they will pay for it. I mean, everybody doesn't want to pay to go to college for every little thing. They can learn from experts in other ways, right? Okay. So Danny says, is there a difference, Danny or Daria, I can't see as well. Is there a difference between webinars and podcasts? So a webinar typically will have some slides that you're showing, and people can watch it on the internet from anywhere in the world. I love doing webinars, but a podcast is just audio. So there's no visual to it. It's just audio. So if you want to do that, you can do that too. Some people love audio courses. I've done it all. I've done audio, I've done webinars, I've done video. And either way, as long as you get the content across and people get it and they can ask you questions and all that stuff, you can do it. All right, so the beautiful thing about online courses and workshops is you can be delivering it from anywhere. I have done courses from Thailand. I've done courses from Argentina. I've done courses all over the world, in Paris. You can be anywhere. You can be in your hotel room and be delivering a course, and you get done, and the students are like, thank you, I appreciate it, and then you go off on your day and go shopping in Paris, or you go out to dinner in Honolulu like I'm about to do. You get to, again, incorporate this into your dream lifestyle, right? Okay. That was number 7, right? Okay. Help me keep myself on track here. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry got it going on. Number 8, income stream number 8 is physical products. So physical products are, anything physical. So I'm giving an example right here. This is my tattered Happy Black Woman notebook. I've been using it a lot, clearly. So if you want to make your own branded products, like a notebook, calendar, mug, tote bag, all that stuff. Plus, if you make jewelry, or you have a makeup line, or cosmetics, or hair care, natural hair, people, love those products, body products, lotions, whatever. Like all of that falls under physical products. And depending on what type of product you are providing, it depends on how much you can charge and all that stuff. But you don't have to, here's the cool thing. You don't have to have inventory to have a physical product business. Depending on what you're selling, you can have it drop shipped from Amazon. Like you can just send everything, have everything sent to Amazon, and you can sell from there. And so you can be making sales, and Amazon is sending stuff out to people on your behalf. So you don't have to hold inventory in your garage. You can have all your makeup, that you want to sell sent to Amazon, and they can do it. Or there's other ones. I mean, Amazon is the most well known, which is why I'm using that example. But you can use any drop shipping service or fulfillment company is what it's called. Drop shipping or fulfillment. So you can be selling and shipping physical products without you have nothing in your house. You just designed the thing, right? So how beautiful is technology that we can do that? You can be sitting on an island in Greece, you can be sitting, on a rooftop bar in Atlanta, and you're making sales, and Amazon is sending them out for you. So you don't have to do, of course it takes some time to figure it out, but that's the problem with most people. They don't take the time to figure it out. They don't invest in getting the training. They don't go out and meet people who can connect them to the people they need to talk to. So you're sitting on a gold mine. You're sitting on a gold mine. Everything that you want is within your grasp if you would just get it out of your head and out into the world. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I'm saying it's worth it. And I feel like I'm just getting started. I've been in this entrepreneurship game for 10 years. There's a lot of mistakes I made, and I still keep making. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. And the more I learn, the more I can teach you guys. So with that, I'm going to move on to income stream number, what number are we on? 8? 9? 9? I get so excited I forget where I am. If it wasn't for Sherry, I wouldn't know what to do. All right. Yes, Glenda, you got to put yourself in the right position to take advantage of these things. All right. So income stream number 9 is books and ebooks. Books and ebooks. So a lot of women want to write a book. A lot of women want to write a book. And I'm going to tell you, you can make some money with books. You don't make that much because of the cost of the book. You have to sell so many books to make quit your job money. But here's what I will say. You can't make no money with books if you don't finish the dang on book. So many of you have books sitting on your computer, your laptop right now. And if you don't get it out of you, you can't make money with it. If you don't get it out of you, nobody can know the story or message you have to share. Nobody can buy it. You can't have no book signing. You can't do nothing. So you have to finish the book, number 1. I'm on my 3rd book, and I'll tell you that it's not easy. It's not easy whether you self-publish or try to go with the publisher. It's not easy. I'll say that it's easier now than ever before to self-publish your book and have it up on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever website you want to put it on, and start making some money. Again, it's not going to be big money, but you can use your book to sell your other things. So I've sold my books in bulk to different organizations who wanted to have my book and give it as gifts to their employees. Those are really nice orders. I've had my book get me speaking gigs. My book has gotten me clients. My book has gotten me event participants because they love the book so much. They said, I got to come to one of her events, right? So, the book serves a lot of different purposes. So if you want to go that route, just know that it's not going to be quit your job money unless you're Stephen King or somebody like that, a best-selling author. But they are beneficial. Right? And so for some people, it's a very easy way to just begin making some money, and then you get the confidence to do something else. So books and ebooks. All right. Karen says, who's the vendor that you use for your affirmation cards? I actually do not know. I have a graphic designer who designed them for me, and they handled all of that. You don't always have to do everything yourself, is one of the lessons that I've learned. You just hire people to support you, because I'm not good with all of that kind of stuff. But I know there's a lot of companies out there that you can look up and research and find out, if they do that kind of thing. If they print anything else, they can print, some cards if you want to make a card deck. So Sherry said yes, to get your foot in the door. Right. So if you want to, publish your book and make a little money, that's great. But you can also use your book to get in the door to bigger revenue streams, like speaking, consulting, coaching, stuff like that. Okay, so we're down to the final income stream. The final income stream is this one. This one takes a little explaining, because I don't want you guys to come away with the wrong idea. So this income stream is advertising, sponsorships, and influencer opportunities from building an audience with your blog or your podcast. So I used to say number 10 is blogging and podcasting, and people started thinking, oh, if I just start a podcast, I'll make money. No, you can make advertising dollars, sponsorships, and influencer opportunities when you build an audience with your blog or your podcast or your vlog, your YouTube vlog. All right, so I just want to be very clear that this income stream can be very lucrative, but it takes a while, typically at least a year, 2, 3 years to build up an audience to the point where someone will want to pay you for it. I have people ask me all the time, Rosetta, can I sponsor your podcast or sponsor your event? And it's not usually always the right fit. There's a lot of people that want to get in front of an audience of Black women, and I'm very, let's say, picky. So this year I do want to start seeking out more sponsors who are aligned instead of just saying no to everybody. I want to start seeking out, some different sponsors. But when you build up an audience, you can really command your own price. If you have, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 followers on Instagram or Facebook, or you get a ton of views on your videos, you've got 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, you got like 10,000 downloads a month on your podcast, like that's valuable to a brand, to a business. If you have 50,000 visitors to your blog every month, that's valuable to a brand. But until you get to that point, these days, you're not really going to make big money with that. So I wanted to put it out there for those of you who want to build it up. If that's something you want to do, you want to be an influencer and you're willing to be consistent, oh yeah, you can make great money. You just have to be patient, right? So if you are building up your brand and your audience right now so you can be an influencer, I would say Kim Kardashian is probably the best example of an online influencer. She's got sponsors, she's got advertisers, she's got, influencer gigs that she does and gets paid for just for being popular and famous online. And the great thing is, because we have Black Girl Magic, you can just, have commentary. If you're great on video, or you're great on audio, or you're great, on the blog with writing or taking pictures, you can really make some great money. And if you want to do that, what I would say is that I don't know how long this opportunity is going to last, how long people are going to be into, following people and all of that. But if that's what you want to do, you have to start now, because I don't know when this bubble is going to burst with advertisers, paying great money to be in front of your audience on Instagram and all of that. Like, some Instagram influencers make $1,000 per post on Instagram. Yeah. I've been paid several $100s. I'm not at the $1,000 level yet. I gotta, I guess, get my weight up still. But people will pay, and you can really build that location independence when you have influence on an audience. But it takes a little while. So hopefully I didn't burst anybody's bubble, but I never want to hype you up to the point where you think that this is an overnight thing, because it ain't. And a lot of women get very discouraged when things don't happen right away. But I'm here to tell you that I'm 10 years in the game, and I started from the bottom, and now I'm here, right? I started out not knowing anything, and now I can say with confidence that I will never have to work a job again unless I really, really want to, which I can't see myself doing. I've been out of a job. I started my first business 10 years ago. I quit my job 2 years later. I have not worked for anyone for 8 years. Ain't no way I'm going to go back unless, I don't know, some reason Oprah wants me to work for her or something. I don't even know if I would do that. Like, I love Oprah, but she probably would make me come in to work at 9 a.m. And I'm not trying to do that. So you get to make your own choices and your own decisions when you put in the work and the time to build something that is lasting and sustainable. A lot of people out here launching businesses that are not sustainable because they quit after 2 or 3 months. But putting in the time is worth it. And so what I teach you, and when you come to learn with me in Atlanta at Launch Your Business Live, I will teach you how to create a business that is based on your passion, your expertise, your skills, your experience, and something that is sustainable. It's authentic. You're not trying to be somebody that you're not. You're getting paid to be you. You're getting paid to monetize your magic. Like, you are taking what's unique and special about you and getting paid for it. Other groups have been doing this for years, and they've been using our stuff and making money from our stuff. It's time for us to get paid for our own stuff. Can I get an amen? Because that's how I feel about it. Like, this past 2 years, like, just seeing what's going on online and seeing how many people are fascinated by Black women and intrigued by us, and they want to touch our hair and all this stuff. Like people love us, but we have to love us enough to require people to pay us for our worth, to pay us for our work, to pay us for our skills and our talents. We are the ones who have to stand in our power and say, all right, now it's time to honor what I have done in my career. And the best way to honor is with a check, right? So I don't care what your status is at your job. Entrepreneurship and business is a totally different thing. Online business is a totally different thing. You can be entry level at your job. You can be unemployed and put together a website with the skills you do have and make money. Where else can you do that? Online. And so that's why I teach ways for you to brand yourself online and be able to make a living for yourself that can grow. It can scale over time through these 10 different income streams. So hopefully you have got some ideas. I would like for you to post which of those 5 income streams, the last 5, resonated with you. Anybody want to do live events or write your book or do online courses and workshops? Which one of those resonated with you? Okay, I got some amens in the chat here. Thank you. Yes. It's time for us to get paid for all this magic we bring to the world. Yes. So I see some people want to do online workshops. Awesome. So I want to let you know that this process is a process. You know, you don't just up and say, okay, I'm going to go and launch. When I look back at my journey and from launching to growing, I did specific things. And I had to get clear on what those things were because I needed to get consistent with doing the things so I can keep getting clients. And when I put it together, I started teaching it to other people. And they started launching their businesses and growing their businesses and getting their first client and their second client. And, you know, going from $1,000 a month to $5,000 a month to $10,000 a month. And it's really, you know, it's not all about the money aspect of it because some people don't make money for a while. But that's the goal, right? So it's a process. You have to follow the steps and you can't skip steps. So I see a lot of people out here trying to do the marketing but they don't even know what you're selling. What are you selling? Which income stream are you focused on? If you don't know that, you don't need to be starting no Facebook page. What are you doing a Facebook page for? What are you selling? If somebody contacts you on the Facebook page and they want to work with you, what are you going to tell them that they can buy? So a lot of people are doing things a little backwards. And the way I teach it is you take the 7 steps, and I'll tell you what they are. This is what we're going to be covering at Launch Your Business Live in Atlanta. And so I'll be giving you the step-by-step. So I see a lot of you want to do, all kind of stuff. You guys are on it. You want to do all the income streams. You want to make all the money with all the things. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you have to start somewhere, right? And that is at the launch stage. So at Launch Your Business Live in Atlanta, April 6th through the 8th, I'll be taking you through my 7-step process. And it starts with step 1, which is to get aligned. Get aligned with the vision that you have for your life, and then build your business around that. Your business can fund whatever lifestyle you want. If you want to live in a mansion, fine. Create something that costs a certain amount and sell it, and sell enough of it where you can buy your mansion. That's simple math, right? There's nothing difficult about it. But that's the first step, to figure out what you want exactly and what kind of lifestyle you want to have. Step 2 is to get focused. Get focused to the point where you redesign your life to make room for your business. A lot of you are trying to start a business and your life is already so full with other people's stuff. You're staying late at work and wondering why you're too busy, you're too tired to work on your business. You have to get focused on your business and you have to make room for it. I tell my clients all the time that you have to carve out at least 20 hours a week to work on your business, because if you want full-time money to come from your business, you have to put in at least part-time hours. All right? You have to start treating your business like your full-time job. If you want to make full-time money that can help you quit your job, you got to put some time in. So I help you come up with that whole system and get focused. Step 3 is get clarity. This is when you get crystal clear on who your ideal client is, what your sweet spot is. If you have multiple business ideas, I help you figure out which one would be appropriate to move forward with. And we also talk about how to say what you do, so that when you meet someone, it's very clear what they do. Hi, I'm Rosetta, and I help Black women all over the world transform their mindset so they can create amazing lives and successful businesses. It's very clear. It's very, very clear. So you have to have that statement that's snappy where you can explain that to people. So I teach you that whole process. Step 4 is to get paid. This is when you determine which of the 10 income streams you're going to get started with, and I walk you through how to explain it, how to put it together, the package, how to talk about the benefits, how to price it, the different ways you can price it, how to do your payment plan, all that stuff. And then what do you need to put in place to be able to receive funds, right? So that's step 4. Step 5 is get online, where you actually learn how to set up a website in like 10 minutes. It doesn't take long. It's become so easy to set up a website now. There's no excuse for you not to have one. You can have a website before you leave Atlanta. Come on, somebody. If you have been waiting for years and you ain't got your business, you ain't got your website, just coming to Atlanta for those reasons would be worth it. You're going to get so motivated. You're going to go back to your hotel room and you're going to just do it. I have had so many attendees do that. It's not even funny, because they were making it so hard in their head. And then when they see it and then they get the affirmation that other people have done it too, then, there's nothing to it but to do it. So come and get surrounded by that. And I guarantee you that things will happen for you faster than they've been happening. So Deanna says you do all of that in Atlanta. Yeah, we have 3 days together. We are not wasting any time. I take you through the whole 7 steps. Now, I have speakers who come in and address some of the steps. I'm not going to be talking for, 3 days straight. I learned that ain't good for me. But we're going to address all of these different steps so you can get insight and take action throughout the weekend. So that's number 5. Step number 6 is get out there. And that's when you come up with your marketing plan. I take you through different options. for getting out there online. Once you have your website, of course, you need to also be on social media so people can find you. And you have to have a marketing plan. So what are you going to do over the next 90 days, right? So what specifically are you going to do to market yourself? And what are the most important marketing strategies to do in the beginning as you are launching this business? We talk about building your email tribe. We talk about creating content. We talk about, putting yourself out there in social media to build your following. Some of you have been asking me, how do you do this? How do you get in front of people? You have to build a following, got to build an audience, and it takes time. If you never start, if you wait another year to start, you're going to be just another year behind. So now is the time. I started this Facebook page in November 2010, I believe. And we got over 500,000 people who liked the page, but that was 8 years ago, 7 years ago. So growth takes time. If you ain't got nothing, there's nothing to grow. And I talk to women all the time who are like, Rosetta, help me with my business. And I'm like, okay, where's your marketing materials? Where's your website? Where's your social media platforms? Where's your business cards? Well, I don't have any of that yet. Well, that's why you're not getting any clients. Nobody can find you. How does anybody know that you're even in business? So we have you, your goal is to have you leave. I give you a template and you leave with a plan. It's not one of those events where we just talk to you and we don't have you do no work. No, I teach and then you work. We teach and then you work. You take breaks. We give you breaks. This ain't Tony Robbins. We don't keep you sitting in your seat all day long. We give you breaks. I love Tony, but he didn't give us no breaks. So I want you to know that, it is a very exciting event, but we give you breaks to use the bathroom and all that stuff and eat. So that's step 6. And the step 7 is something that a lot of people do not teach at their events. And I'm going to be teaching it at my event. And that is get clients. How do you make your first sale, get that first client? How do you navigate that sales conversation? What do you say when somebody says, I'm interested in working with you? How do you stop yourself from giving a deep discount to everybody and you end up never making any money? How do you use all the things that you have learned and translate that into a paying client? That's what we work on. And a lot of events don't do that. They just leave you at the end. And I realized over the years that my ladies are ready. They want the next step. And the next step is to learn how to sell so you can get your first client. So we have a segment on that as well. We got 3 days. I'm not wasting any of your time at this event. So come to Atlanta. Tiana says, will you post a video of you speaking in Atlanta on Facebook? Probably not. You guys might get some snippets of behind the scenes, but Tiana, you need to come to Atlanta. Get yourself to Atlanta. You can get there with cheap tickets from anywhere. You can take a bus, take a train, take a plane, drive yourself. We had ladies who drive cross country with a friend. So no excuses. If you want to be there, be there. So I recommend that if you want to go through all these steps with me and in a group of other happy Black women who are doing on the same path as you, and they get it and they get you and they're supportive and positive and beautiful, then come to Atlanta. Go to launchyourbusinesslive.com and grab your ticket for 70% off. And I'm going to say this right now because there's some of you who are going to miss the deadline. And you're going to email my team and you're going to be like, oh, I just got paid. And I'm telling you now, go to launchyourbusinesslive.com. If you want the discounted price, you have to get it now. And this is me modeling leadership for you in business. You can't come the night before, you can't register the night before and get the same pricing that people early bird got. So that ain't how it works. If you want something, this is your opportunity to rise to the occasion, do something differently to get something you've never done. If you're always talking about how you're broke and you ain't got money to go to conferences and you wish you did, when is that going to happen? As long as you keep telling the broke story, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I can't get the time off from work. Well, when are you going to get it off? Like, you're just going to keep being at work because you're not doing anything to get yourself out of that job. You're not investing in yourself. You're not officially launching. You're not learning what you need to learn. And you don't have to learn it from me. You can learn it from anybody. I mean, there's a lot of people who do what I do. I happen to believe that we have the best community out there. We have the most supportive group of Black women you would ever meet. So I'm biased. I think that my clients are the best. So, but whether you work with me or not, the key is that you have to get support. You have to get help. You have to get training because you don't know what you don't know. I learned so much the hard way. And then I finally started learning from other people. And I learned more of what I needed to know about building a successful business. And I take all of that training and experience and passion and skills and I bring it to you. And I teach you. And I don't hold anything back. I'm with you for 3 days. And after the 3 days, you can have launched your business if you just decide to. I can't make you do it. I can't come and press, send on your computer, but you're going to get everything that you need to launch your business. It just depends on how ready you are to go back home on Monday and be like, hey, everybody, I'm ready to launch my business. Introducing, drum roll, right? That's the goal. That's why it's called Launch Your Business Bootcamp. It's not called Think About Your Business Bootcamp. All right? Let's be real. I love helping my clients get results. And you're not going to come sit up in my audience like you're in church just listening and amen and all that. You can go to church for that. I'm expecting that you're going to come, you're going to learn, you're going to implement, you're going to launch, you're going to get your first client and your second and your third. And even if you've already launched your business, there are a lot of women coming who they've launched, but they're just struggling with being consistent and getting consistent clients. And they're coming to learn the steps so they can improve. So it may be for you if you need that as well. Okay, Deanna says, what are some marketing tools that can be implemented to reach a target audience? The best ones to start with are social media because they're free and you can experiment, you can play around without investing a lot of money. And if you don't like what you're posting, you can just delete it, So social media is one of the best marketing tools, and also networking. I'll talk more about marketing tomorrow, but networking can be good. I mean, networking, it depends on your ideal client. We spend a lot of time going over your ideal client, and I give you exercises that you're going to go through to identify your ideal client, to figure out whether networking would make sense, and of course which social media platforms would make sense. But it's a low-hanging fruit. Anybody can be on, and you don't need to figure out a whole lot of stuff to get on social media. Okay. Let's see, other questions. All right, so it looks like I have answered all of your questions, ladies. And I love that you were here with me live. And for all my replay watchers, I hope you got a lot of value out of today's training and you got some ideas. And once you get excited and really inspired by ideas, the best thing to do is to take action, because this is what I call inspired action. If you know that you need help implementing making money with coaching or speaking or freelancing, and you need help putting your packages together, and you want to get feedback from the sister sitting next to you on what your marketing sounds like, you want to force yourself to sit down for 3 days and map it all out and write it all out and launch it, then come learn with me for 3 days. Everyone who has attended my events, I'm not here to brag, but I'm here to tell you that you will get so much more than you bargained for. You will leave with new business besties. You'll leave with friends who you'll be with for years. I have had women come and meet at Launch Your Business Bootcamp, and they become accountability partners, and then they become travel partners, and they attend each other's weddings and baby showers, and they just become very good friends. And I love to see that, because there's not a lot of places where you can meet like-minded women. And by like-minded, I mean women who think big. If everybody in your life is thinking small, how do you get big? How do you grow? How do you take everything to that next level? How do you create that dream lifestyle? How are you going to become the kind of woman who has a mansion, or, puts your kid in a certain school, or who travels around the world, who has a personal stylist and a personal assistant, and you get in-home massages? Like, a lot of this stuff, normal people don't do this. Like, most women don't give themselves permission to live this way. They say, it's for celebrities or whatever. Like, you can live however you want to live when you put your mind to it. But if you're not surrounded by people with the right mindset, you can be dragged down. You can be discouraged. You can have people in your life telling you, well, how you going to do that? How you going to do that? You ain't never made more than $40,000. How you going to make $100,000 in your business? Who told you that? People have very limited mindsets. And what I love about our community is that nobody will ever tell you that you're crazy. Nobody will ever ask you, do you think that's realistic? Blah, blah, blah. I don't allow that word in my community. We don't ask you that. We don't tell you that you're crazy. We tell you that you're brilliant. We tell you, yes, that is a great idea. You should charge $5,000 for that. And we build you up. We don't hype you up. We build you up. We lift you up as a sisterhood. And I'm the leader. I'm blessed to be the leader of this. But every woman in my tribe is a reflection of me. So any good qualities that you see in me are in all of you and in all of the women who come. And so if you have been struggling with that mindset piece, I especially want you to come, because there's something magical that happens when you're surrounded by 100 happy Black women who are willing to support you, and they share similar experiences. We've all been through it. We've all been through struggle. We've all been through hardship. Most of our lives have not been easy in some way. And yet, we all believe that we can rise above it. And to be in that energy of women who believe that, priceless. But you don't have to take my word for it. Come to Atlanta and find out for yourself. Go to launchyourbusinesslive.com, register for 70% off, get the best investment possible, and join us. You will not regret it. All right, ladies, I will talk to you all very, very soon. I'll see you tomorrow for day 3, final day of Launch Your Business Week, where we'll be talking about marketing. And I'll be answering your questions then too. All right, ladies, tag a friend if you know that somebody needs to hear this conversation. Tag a friend, and I will be back with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.